Hey guys, Scott DiGiammarino here. Listen, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm really excited to have you. You know, great inspirational, motivational leaders do a great job at identifying what people are good at and what they like to do and putting them in a position to succeed. Versus bad leaders, what they historically do is tell people, look, this is the job, get it done, or else. And so one of the things I want to share with you is a little technique that we used to use so we could truly understand what people like and what they're good at. So I want you to think about you're meeting with an employee, you're meeting with a student, and I want you to take out a piece of paper. And on that piece of paper, I want you to draw a big T square, 4 equal quadrants. So vertically right down the center of the page and horizontally right in the center of the page. So again, you're looking at 4 different quadrants. At 12 o'clock, at the top vertical line, I want you to write things I love to do. At 6 o'clock, I want you to write things I hate to do. By the way, there's a point to this. At 9 o'clock on the left-hand side, I want you to write things I'm bad at. And at 3 o'clock on the right-hand side, I want you to write things I'm good at. So again, at the top, things I love to do. At the bottom, things I hate to do. On the left-hand side, things I'm bad at. And on the right-hand side, things I'm good at. All right? Now, when you think about what you do or what your employees will do or what your students will do on a day-to-day basis, they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tasks. Everything from making a phone call, servicing a client. In my old world, we had compliance and a lot of paperwork. Going to a meeting, joining a Zoom call, going to the home office. I mean, every person out there has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tasks. Imagine if they could rank all those tasks in terms of things that they're good at, things that they're bad at, things that they like to do, and things that they don't like to do. So here's a task I would ask you to do. When you're meeting with somebody, tell them over the next 30 days, I want them to write down every single task that they're doing, everything, every small little thing. And then I want them to grade it in terms of they like to do it, they don't like to do it, they're bad at it, or they're good at it. And then start plotting. And then 30 days later, come back, we'll talk about it. What we found is when people actually came back to the office, came back to the meeting to actually show us their charts 30 days later, it was amazing to see what was in that top right-hand quadrant. Again, that top right-hand quadrant of things that you're good at and things that you like to do. I got to think that if people focus on that quadrant in terms of what their tasks are, they're going to be incredibly happy and they're going to be incredibly more efficient. And they're going to like their job more versus them having to do tasks that they don't necessarily like to do or they're not necessarily good at as of yet. Now, I know I'm talking to Panacea and I'm talking to Dreamland where people can only do things that they're happy with. I get it. I know you're rolling your eyes at me right now. But the reality is, imagine if we can get to a place that people literally just focus on that northeast quadrant, the top right-hand quadrant. What you will find is that people will be happier at work. They'll be more productive at work. And they're actually telling you as the leader, what they would love their ideal work to look like. So, for example, in my old world of financial services, we had to make phone calls. Now, I was actually good at making phone calls, and I actually like to do it. I like talking to clients. So that would be in the top right-hand quadrant. On the flip side, we had a lot of paperwork to do, compliance, et cetera. And I really wasn't good at it. For those of you who know me, I'm not a detailed person. I don't think I have a detailed bone in my body. So I forget about crossing T's and I miss dotting I's sometimes. So when it comes to paperwork, I'm probably not the greatest thing in the world at it. So I'm probably bad at it. I really don't like to do it because it's detailed. So that would drop to this bottom left-hand quadrant of things I'm bad at and things I'm not good at. Bad at things I don't like to do. Now, you could always say, let's put together an individual development plan to help me get better at those things, but I'd much rather focus on the things that I'm good at in that top right-hand quadrant. So anyway, over time, as you go through this task with your people, you will learn as a leader, you'll learn a ton. First of all, from a respect perspective, just by asking the question, you'll gain people's respect because you believe in them and you want to know what makes them tick. On the flip side, where you really, really rock the party is if you do something about it. So you actually see that Scott DiGiammarino loves to do X, Y, and Z in that top right-hand quadrant. Let's say I have 10 different tasks. Maybe everything else in the other 3 quadrants becomes the job description of somebody else. Okay, take advantage of people's strengths and what they're good at. And I think what you'll find is people will be happier at work. I think you'll find people will be more loyal. I think you find people will be more trusting. When you have an engaged, loyal, trusting organization, what's going to happen is you're going to see productivity fly through the roof. You're going to see be best in class. And most importantly, you're going to see profitability at an all-time high. So anyway, hope this helps. It's my little T-square discussion. And by the way, don't tell anybody that I don't like detail, get in trouble. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.